Hello Flosstube.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Bec.
And this is DDsFlosstube number 16. Hi and welcome to Darvanalee Design Studio. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for joining us, and for all those that have been here every week supporting us, thank you again for joining us. We really do appreciate you being here. So today, as I said, we are a multi-craft channel, and today we are going to be covering some cross stitch. So we'll be covering things like plans, whips, haul, and Bec has lots of haul sitting over there. And what were you saying? You've been saving it all up to bring it in.
No, I haven't been saving it all up, but one I found, I went, oh, I haven't even shown it everyone yet.
That came a couple of weeks ago, did it?
Yeah, a little bit back.
Yeah. I've got one hiding in the cupboard but I can't show you, so yeah.
So you're just going to tease us?
Yeah, I'm just going to tease you. It's there. I can't show you. Like, I can't show you at the moment. There's a plan for that, and I can't show you, so we'll get to it.
You just shouldn't have said anything. Now we're going to be so curious.
It just came out, because I'm like, oh yeah, things from a couple of weeks ago, like.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have
That's sitting there. Yeah, but I can't show you. Sorry.
Oh, now we're curious.
Yeah, you'll just have to be curious, George, for the next however long it takes me to sort that out.
Okay. Then.
I think we can. It's a present. That's why I can't show. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so I can't sort of. Yeah. And there's lots of people out there that are doing floss tubes that aren't showing stuff, so I'm one of them now too. Sorry. Alrighty, so the first thing that we generally cover is just life sort of stuff, what's been happening in our lives. So we generally have a little bit of a chit chat about that. So what's been going on in your week? Because I haven't seen you all week or really spoke to you much this week, because I've been flat out busy.
And I've been busy with appointments and craziness. I did have a garage sale on the weekend.
Yep. How'd that go?
I didn't go very well.
Okay.
I sold like 2 items.
Woohoo.
Woo!
It's better than nothing.
Exactly.
Better than nothing.
At least I didn't have to drive like to Ipswich to my sister's to have the garage sale.
No.
Whereas she drove up here.
Yeah.
And she did really well. She was happy just to cover her fuel up.
Yep.
And she did that and more. So.
Oh well, that's okay then.
Yeah. And then Mum.
Yeah, because it was the three of you did it.
Yeah, the three of us did it. And then Mum did a roaring trade as she usually does.
Yeah.
Because she has lots of linen that she's had over the years. So, and my sister's gone, no, you don't need it, you don't need it, and you don't need it.
Yeah, Tennille, you need to come back up. If you watch this, you need to come back up, and we need to get you to attack her house. Bec has some stuff that she's holding on to that she doesn't need anymore. And she didn't listen to me, so I need you to back me up on that one.
You never know, I could use that piece of cardboard.
Oh my god. Do you want to hear a funny story? Okay, Bec has a piece that she's working on, because we're doing the 12 Days of Christmas. It had a piece of cardboard on the front cover. It was attached to the front cover, and I was helping her by putting her piece into a Ziploc bag so she didn't lose the little beadies from it, and we'll show you all that in just a sec. And she almost got upset because I was taking the cardboard, which had nothing on it, off the back of the cover. And when you see it, it's so much better now.
It looks good.
It's okay.
It looks good.
It's okay, Bec. It's all right. You can live without that cardboard.
Oh, okay, fine.
Bec has a little bit of a hoarding problem. She thinks that she's going to use something, when really it's just rubbish.
I could use it. I just save it
for
a rainy day.
And what's that rainy day going to produce?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? This is over a piece of cardboard. It's so funny. It cracks me up. Whereas I'm the total opposite. Like, yeah, I've got lots of fabric and stuff here. I hoard that and then I give it off to charity. That usually once a year. Jan hasn't contacted me yet, which is unusual. She usually contacts me about this time of year. So normally all that stuff goes at this time of year, so it's still hanging around, and it's starting to get on my nerves because it's hanging around. And just recently, like, I don't even bother with garage sales because I've had the same experience with garage sales.
Yeah.
People just don't buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Or they barter you down and it's only $2. Like, seriously, like,
yeah,
you know, I paid $20 for that book.
Yep.
You know, at least give me $2.
Yeah, yep.
And stuff like that. So the other day I was going to give all these craft books to Bec, but I just thought, no, she's got enough stuff. I gave her I gave her about 5 or 6 of them, and I didn't throw. I took about 40 to 50, maybe even more, to the local charity shop, and they can make a buck off that over Christmas. So and it goes to charity then.
That's it.
And I cleaned off my bookshelf, and Brennan's like, whoa.
Oh, really?
There was books on there that I've read, and the girls aren't interested. I held on to them because I thought they might want to watch them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Read them, yep. But they're not
They weren't interested in
that.
them. And then Savannah cracks me up. She's such a bookworm. I took all these books out, and I'd asked her so many times about these books. And then as I'm loading them into the car with me and Narralee were loading them into the car, Savannah's pulling books out. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
And she goes, I want these books. I'm like, I've asked you, I don't know how many times, excuse me, and she's bringing these books back in. I'm like, you're only allowed to have 4, so make your choice wisely. Oh, no, near killed her.
Oh, that would have been hard for her.
She chose 4 books.
Yep.
Oh, no, and it was the 4 books that I thought that she would pick anyway.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't like. So I said, what about the Dan Brown books? Because I had all of his. And she's like, no, I don't like his writing. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So fair enough. So off they went, and Narralee was like, nah, don't want any.
Yeah, she's
not a clutter girl.
No, and she's not a.
She reads occasionally, but she's not a bookworm.
Yeah,
definitely
not like
not.
Savannah.
No,
Yep.
No. So what are you going to do with all your garage sale stuff now that you've got left over?
We're going to have another one down at Ipswich.
So you're going to cart it all down to there?
Yeah.
That's a
I
lot.
won't have the kids with me, so.
Oh, okay. When's that?
It'll be after Christmas.
Yeah.
When they're up with their dad. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long way to cart it.
And then no, it's not.
And what happens if you don't sell it down there? What is the next appropriate step, Bec?
To donate it to charity.
Yeah, to drive around the corner and put it in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don't bring it home.
That's why we're gonna. We talked about it. and We said, well, we'll go and have another one, and then just whatever.
Yep.
You know is not going to sell. We'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So we'll do it that way.
Does that give you your shed back yet?
No. No. Don't be silly. I'm trying to get Kyella to change down to Talon's room. So then she's at the back of the house.
Yep.
So because her room just is so hot.
Oh yeah, she would be because she's at the front where she gets all that sun.
She doesn't notice heat.
Yeah.
That's why it's a concern for me because she doesn't feel it.
Yeah.
Like she'll wear a jumper.
But see, I was like that when I was a kid. I used to, because I used to go horse riding, I'd be out in the blazing sun and I'd have jeans and a jumper on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your body just acclimatises to it.
Yeah.
And she drinks a lot of water and stuff like that, so she doesn't dehydrate. She's always got a water bottle sipping on it every time I see her. So she's not dehydrating herself.
No.
That she just doesn't get affected by the climate, unlike yourself.
True.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to get her to move downstairs. So
that
she's in
room
that.
would get pretty hot too because the sun hits it, doesn't it?
Only every morning.
Only every morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's got the louvers there, which have like full length.
Oh, okay.
So. Yeah. But then I was just going to set up the little portable aircon.
But she doesn't want to move down there?
She doesn't want to move down there.
Oh, she likes her room.
I know.
Remember what happened a couple of months ago here with the girls when they decided that they were all going back to their original room? Because Narralee left her room under duress.
Oh.
Because Savannah is not the tidiest person and still isn't.
Yeah.
And she's about one step from me going in there and cleaning it out. That's going
Watch out.
That's going to be a fight. I'm sure you'll hear it over in the US. So, and then she came back to the original room. So, and then Narralee was, I want to be, Narralee was in her room. We moved her out because we had to move Mia down
so that's
to
her original room.
Yeah, moved Mia down there because we had classes here, so it was waking Mia up and stuff like that. So we had to swap everybody around. And we put Savannah in the smallest room so she could do the less damage. And so then they turned
didn't it?
They turned my house upside down one school holidays.
Yeah,
we could not move here because 3 rooms, instead of doing 1 room at a time and getting rid of your stuff and then making a nice neat pile, no, we'll just evacuate all 3 rooms into the lounge room so no one can sit down. And then it stayed like that for 2 weeks because I was busy. I was teaching and all sorts of stuff elsewhere at that stage, and I was quilting. I had quilts coming out.
Yeah, I think you were really busy on the quilt machine.
And basically, Bec and I just hid out here.
I didn't even go into the lounge room. I didn't really sin it once. I think
we bought coffee. we didn't even go into the kitchen to make coffee for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it once, and that was it. I stayed out here.
It was full on, it was chaos. And then I think by the 2nd week, it started to get to me because I don't like feeling claustrophobic that from my surroundings,
especially in
a small house.
Everything's in the main living room.
Yeah.
So
Brennan was hiding in the bedroom. He wouldn't even go out anywhere near it. And I'm like, you guys did this, you guys can fix it. You know, yous are old enough to fix it. I helped them move furniture and all that sort of stuff, but when it came time to it, but man, by the second week, I lost it. Like, I lost it, and I just went off. And man, I have not seen two little girls move so quick and get their rooms back to like spotless.
gosh,
so
I
yeah,
bet they would have moved.
yeah. So, but then Savannah was going to move into this room without vacuuming it or anything like that.
No.
And it's like, no, you get everything out. So Neroli took everything out. And another reason too, because Neroli used to get quite uppers if we were out here late at night and stuff like that, doing crafting, or can you be quiet? So, little whiny girl that she can be at times about her sleep. I just walk out and roar. It's so much more effective than whining.
Yeah. Really hits it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, rah, and everybody just
right
goes,
there and goes,
whoa, okay, shh, quiet.
That's done and dusted.
That's finished.
There you go back to sleep.
I don't have to get up again until I'm ready.
Oh.
So what else happened on the weekend? Anything exciting other than the garage sale?
Garage sale. That's about it.
Yeah.
And then cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really do much. I didn't do much last week. I just sort of finished off some of the quilts that I had to do. I did the finish at Friday last Friday, and then I don't know, what did we do then? Oh, we went down and we got some mat boards from the local framer here in town. They gave us some mat boards for
that she had
our
there.
embroidery to finish off and all that sort of stuff, and she just gave it to us, so that was really nice of her to do that. And she's going to help us get some like sticky board and all that sort of stuff, and a few other things to use for it that they use for framing that won't harm our stitching stuff. So we did that last Friday.
We scored.
It was very hot here last Friday, and we just, by the end of filming and stuff, we were just like, we had lunch and then we scooted on down.
Yeah.
Savannah scared the hell out of us because we forgot that she was coming home early, and we walked in and there she was on the couch while we were recording. She had come home and we didn't even know. And,
because I walked out there and she's sitting on the lounge and I'm like,
where'd you come from? No, she was at school. She come home early from school because she wasn't well, but she had 2 exams. So she went to school, done the exams, and come home at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so we were still filming.
I thought she must have been in her room.
And the school is like 2 minutes away. So she left at 11 o'clock. She was home by 5 past, 10
and
past.
then she snuck up the driveway.
And then she's walked up the driveway really quiet because we were recording and let's get the hell out of Bec.
So she told you about that?
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I said, Savannah's sitting on the lounge. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. And then I forgot and walked in and I'm like, oh, I forgot you were here. Not as scared as Bec, but
because she was just sitting over in the corner in the dark reading.
And then moves a rah.
When I walked through, I was like in my own little world. Oh my God, person there. You went there earlier.
People live here.
Yeah, I know.
Other than me.
But, she was at school. Or hiding in her bedroom.
Yeah, that's usually where she is.
I knew she was sick the day before, so
and then Friday night I didn't do any stitching. I just sort of watched some TV with the kids and all the rest. So I didn't do any stitching. And then Saturday I rolled around and I got up pretty early and I just and I thought
I was up early Saturday,
because you had
4 o'clock
garage sale. So I got up early and I cleaned the whole house, and the kids were like, oh, Mum's on the warpath, because I went through the house. They destroyed it again. It looks like I haven't cleaned it. Put the, and I had a room, my stitchy room that I'm going to do. I cleaned all that out.
Oh, you did?
I've got my couch in. I have to wait for Christmas to finish because there's some stuff out of the lounge room in there.
Yeah.
From where the Christmas tree sits.
Yep.
So, and then Sunday rolled around and I had to put the Christmas tree up because if I was asked one more time about the damn Christmas tree from Mia. So, I put the Christmas tree up. It's up. And then she was a little bit disgruntled because she couldn't put it, she wanted to decorate it, but we had to open it up and turn it into a Christmas tree first.
Oh, she wanted to just decorate it.
Yeah, and I'm like, but we've got to make it a tree. And she's like, but I want it. And I'm like, just sit there, we'll fix it, just wait. So excuse me. Yeah, so and then our 12 days of Christmas started on Sunday as well. So I got the Christmas tree up pretty early and then got stuck into that. So
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah, so that was sort of my weekend. It wasn't, and then I've just been working.
Yep.
The rest of the time.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I've had, apart from the weekend, like the garage sale, and then I was absolutely buggered from that.
Yeah.
Because Tania wanted to go, like, just leave it open till 2 o'clock. I'm like, no one's going to come. It's too hot.
Yeah, that's it.
Because, and of all days to choose to have a garage sale, it was the hottest day.
Yeah, it was
over the, like, that period of a week.
Yep.
It was the hottest day. But it wasn't too bad under my carport. It was actually, we thought it would be hotter, but it was quite, you could feel with the breeze.
But it was quite windy on Saturday.
There was a breeze blowing sort of.
My curtains were blowing. I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
were
I
they?
haven't seen that happen in a couple of weeks. So
So
and then Sunday was really windy too, and Monday.
Sunday is when we had that storm, but we were on the very edge of it, so we didn't really get.
No, we just got the wind, really, didn't we? Yeah.
But we got rain Sunday night.
Yeah.
And that was nice.
10 minutes.
No, it rained during the night as well.
Yeah, 10 minutes. I was awake most of Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only more on my tin roof, about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Of solid.
Because I know it was raining before I went to bed.
Yeah, and then we got a couple of spits.
Yeah.
On that.
Okay.
And that was about it. I woke up in the morning, the ground wasn't even wet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so wasn't much to write home about. Still in drought conditions. So it's getting pretty bad actually.
It is. It's
and that I have no grass left in my front yard.
I don't. My backyard is just, it's turning to dust.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, because we've had no rain.
No.
And like even that little bit of 10 minutes of rain hasn't even greened it up. Usually it'll green it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it hasn't even put a green tinge on it at all. So it's pretty bad at the moment. So yeah.
It's just almost evaporated.
Yeah, as soon as it's hit, it's just gone.
Yeah.
So
Which is, it's
sad.
hard.
But yeah, not much we can do about it. We've just got to wait for the heavens to open up.
That's it.
Hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Or else it's going to be a horrible summer.
It is. Because this is normally our wet season. For those that don't know, our wet season generally starts around about now. Storm season starts October. The beginning of November usually starts. We normally have at least one a week. We haven't even had that. We've had a lot of dry lightning, which is bad at this when we're in these sort of conditions because it just sparks everything up.
Yeah, because we've got like total fire bans.
Yeah, and then Mother Nature comes along and just goes zip, zip, zip. That's pretty much how it goes. Oh no.
That's it.
So anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
It's all right. We'll start with whips. You can go first, madam.
Whip. Okay. Well, we've got the 12 Days of Christmas sale. So mine that I'm doing is this one here, a Christmas tree sampler. So it's called Holiday Family Tree by
Priscilla.
So that's it.
And it comes with the yarn and the charms that are included in it. So you can see on here it's got some charms on the Christmas tree and there's some charms up here as well.
Come with all the floss.
And so it was a complete kit. And
I liked the look of it, like because
it's got quite a few charms actually.
Yeah.
So
and because you can personalize it, so you put all the names on. So that's why it really drew me in, because I can personalize it as well.
Yeah, cool.
So I haven't got much done, but like I've started in the middle with the Christmas tree. So, and then I've lost my needle and thread. So it's sort of got, we'll just put that there and we'll just...
Where would you have lost your needle and thread? Did you put it back in here maybe?
No, I've looked and I've looked. I even went home this morning after I dropped the kids off to school and had a look in my bedroom. Like,
I hope Buddha didn't eat it.
No, he hasn't been in.
It hasn't been inside? Okay, cool.
No.
All right. That's all right. The animals haven't eaten it.
No. Just the cat took it.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I'll go home this afternoon and have a really good look. Like I turned the...
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's funny.
Because I pulled it out to have a look at it and I'm like, where's my needle? Because what I did was I started with my next piece of floss.
Yeah.
And instead of starting on this side...
Yeah.
Instead of starting here, I started over here, which was wrong.
Oh.
So I took it out, and then I got up and did something, and then it's just...
Why was it wrong?
Because
because there was no
there's
green
no
there.
green there.
Oh, okay.
It's a different colour goes there.
Okay, fair enough. I'm like, cool.
So, and I'm using my Grime Guard and my Needle Minder
and your Q-snap.
and my Q-snap from my Sassy Devil's pouch.
Yeah, cool.
Because I finally opened it up yesterday.
Yeah.
Got a chance to just sit and opened all my
And
little goodies.
we all know that I opened mine on Monday. I didn't wait for it at all.
But yeah, so yesterday I got a chance to do that.
Cool.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So I've used that. Used some of my stuff out of my pouch.
Cool.
Which is exciting. And I've done some of my mushroom.
Cool. So this was a little kit that I got back in June from AliExpress. It can't, because we weren't sure whether it was going to be into cross stitch or not. So
Start off little and
yeah, so I started off with a little project, and there was 2 pieces of Ada in it, so I gave one to Bec and we just shared the thing, and she's been
slowly plodding along.
yeah. So
yeah, so I've done some more. So now I've got another full circle.
cool.
So that's exciting.
Cool.
Am I stitching right?
No, I'm just looking at the back, and yeah.
That's because that's
I'm not.
do the running stitch.
Yeah.
Is that why you've got the different? And then that's
Yeah, I
where
was
I'm doing individual.
Yeah, I was just looking at
That's
the
what I was trying to
difference.
work out.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And the back is no one's business except
True.
yours.
That's right.
So that's it.
No one's going to
So,
see it because it's going to be.
I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, oh God, what's going on there? Because it looks a bit different, but it is pretty much the same as when you do individual ones. So yeah. Cool.
And then I thought that's would be why they're different.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between doing the 2 different styles as to
The finish?
how much floss you use? Does that make a difference?
No, it wouldn't.
No?
Cross is a cross. And it's on the same sort of fabric. If you were using different fabrics, then you use different amounts of floss.
That's obvious, yeah.
But on this, no.
No. You don't use any more or any less.
No, because
you're still doing a cross.
And it's all the same size.
Yep.
So, if you were using like a linen and you were, some stitches you were doing over 2 and then others you were going over 1 and then others you might have been just not giving a care in the world and just going along and doing whatever you wanted, then yes, you would use different floss. You would use a different amount, but because you're doing it exactly the same each time, it's the same amount of floss used in each cross.
Okay.
And your tension too, your tension's the same. So if you look at here, like, I don't know, it won't pick up on camera, but just here there's the crosses look slightly different because your tension's not the same. Whereas everywhere else your tension's the same.
But that's where I did like the running.
The tension's exactly the same as this tension up here. There, I'm talking about that line right there.
Okay.
See how your tension is completely different than everywhere else. But when you do individual crosses, see how it looks a little bit, I find, and this is just my personal opinion and my own observation, I don't know whether it's right or wrong or not, before anybody sends me an email and goes that you're a whatever. See how you're doing the individual lines there. You can see that line between the 2 where the dots are a little bit clearer than you can see down here.
Yeah.
I think the individual crosses are more defined.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I like the look of the individual.
Yeah.
I like the look of the individual crosses.
And see, if you're going to move into over-dyed flosses and stuff like that, you have to do them individual. Because otherwise you lose that.
Yeah.
You lose that effect that it gives you.
That's right.
So although some over-dyed flosses give you no effect at all, and even though it's got a variegation, it just doesn't really seem to.
You can't see it.
It's such a subtle,
very subtle
variegation. You can't really notice it.
Yeah.
But then some have got real strong ones, and you can see it. Like it makes it look like wood grain or something along those lines. So basically, that's when you do have to do the individual ones.
Yeah.
But with DMC, it's all the same solid colour. You don't have to. So
no.
Most people do cross country with DMC.
Yeah.
And that's how I from my own general observation, that's how I think people get so much done so quickly. For me personally, working in a hoop, it takes me 3 times longer because I'm spending more time trying to hold the bloody thing as opposed to just having it in my hand and just going for it. And
Yeah.
that's only because I'm a sewer, I'm used to doing bindings and stuff like that,
yep.
and hand stitching, so it doesn't bother me to do it in hand, whereas someone else, it just like freaks them out. And it's, you know, each to their own, like it doesn't matter.
Whereas like I've got that, but then I've got my spring one where I'm doing it in hand.
Yeah.
So and I don't mind either.
Yeah, I don't mind, like I don't mind using a hoop.
Yeah.
I spend more time trying to hold it than stitching, so what's the point?
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one like that. Like it's just I guess because I've not started from scratch. I haven't started from an absolute beginner
in
crafting in general.
Yeah.
So I already have muscle memory from and, you know, hand sewing techniques already down pat. So for me, you know, and like I have been experimenting with some of my smaller pieces and stuff, like turning it and all that sort of stuff, and I know that it's easier for me to sewing method, to have it in hand and sewing method from right to left than it is from left to right. Like I can still do it, I've just got to move the needle a different way. It still gives the same effect. All my crosses are going the same way. Sometimes I stuff up and it might go the wrong way, but overall, like, do I care? Am I going to pull that one out? No, because it's just, I can't even tell the difference from Macchia. Like, I just hold it out and like, can I see if it's really prominent and it's really sticking out, then obviously I'll pull that leg out, that little cross out and do it again. But for the and I don't do it very often where I put, like I have all my crosses go, so my first part of my cross goes from
your top right down
top right or bottom left to top right, or top right to bottom left. So either way, it goes in that way, and then it goes from left to right for the top one. And occasionally I might do it the wrong way, but that's just because I'm not concentrating or whatever at the time. But overall, like, you can't really notice it.
Yeah.
So I don't really worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't stress about it or anything like that.
Because it's not like you're going to be sitting there holding it.
I'm not putting it in a show. Like, I'm not putting it in.
That's another point as well.
It's just for me to enjoy doing the craft and for me to enjoy looking at. I really don't care whether people like my stuff or not. You know, I'm not out to make it perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect. That you find, you know, you sit there looking at something long enough, you'll find a mistake.
Oh yeah, of course you will.
You know, like,
it's in everything. So.
Yeah, that's it. So, like, I just don't get hung up on it. I just like to enjoy the craft. I don't, and it's just probably going to freak a lot of people out. I don't care.
Yeah. As long as you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm not haphazard. I do put an effort in.
Yeah.
But occasionally I might make the one leg of a cross go the wrong way, or it might be a whole bloody row before I realised I've done it, because, you know, I've got the kids talking in my ear and I look at it and go, I'm not going to pick it out.
No.
No. And I think if a lot of people were really honest, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because they know that someone, if it was going into a show, well, that's a whole different story again. You know, like, my everyday quilts to my show quilts are two different beasts. Do you know what I mean?
Because
like,
it's on display, it's getting judged.
Yeah, like, it's two different beasts. And the same as cross stitching. You know, my everyday cross stitching or hand embroidery to something that I'm putting into a show, again, it's two different beasts.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm so over putting stuff in shows, because I'd just rather enjoy it than stress about it.
Yeah.
Because doing that, it does bring a certain amount of stress.
Yeah, because you're trying to
yeah.
make it as perfect as you
possible.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just adds unnecessary stress.
And then you sort of enjoy it less because
you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just don't want to do it.
No.
Just not up for it at all. Just, I'm over it. I think I've just, like, I haven't put a quilt into the show, and it's not because I didn't place anywhere, or because most times I do place, but I haven't put a quilt in. It'd be good 5 years. I haven't put a quilt in on that because there was no enjoyment in it anymore, and there was no real clear judging criteria either, as you've heard from certain people.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had certain people in here going off their ever loving dial about the judging criteria and how it's done. so I just opted out. Like, I just didn't want to be involved in it anymore, and I didn't want to, and that's not just quilting, that was across the board in all crafts, because it goes into the same pavilion. So so I just thought, I'm not going to get enjoyment out of it. Not that I put the stuff in to win a prize anyway, because quite frankly, you know, $2.50 for a prize is like, let's write home about that. It was more about supporting the local show and getting stuff in and keeping the event going and stuff like that. But, you know, I taught a lot of classes, and I've taught a lot of people in the area, and a lot of those people still put stuff in, so I can bow out.
Yeah.
And I didn't go into the novice, I didn't go up against any of the students or anything like that. I went into the other arenas and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just don't think that unless you're putting it in a show, just enjoy the process. Like,
enjoy what you're making. And
like, you get hung up quite a bit.
Yeah, I do.
Which is ridiculous. I find it ridiculous to get hung up on something, one, you've never done before.
Yep.
Two, you're learning, so you have to allow for mistakes. Three, you're robbing yourself of the joy of doing something. 4, you never get anything done.
Yeah. But I am getting better. So like, from when I first started.
Yeah.
I'm
mainly because I hassle you every week.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop it.
So I'm getting better. Like, and in my mind, like, it's okay. You know, I haven't been doing it long, so I sort of think I try and keep that in my mind and just enjoy the process.
And seriously, she has to be reminded every single week. And you're not the first person that I've had to remind every single week. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, forget about the perfection. The perfection will come on its own. The thing is, right, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you're starting at something, how are you supposed to be perfect at something that you've never done before? Yeah. Okay. How are you supposed to be perfect at that?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're setting yourself, you're setting yourself for failure.
Yeah.
So basically, and I say this to my girls all the time when they're learning something new, you are not, Neralee's the worst for it. She's a perfectionist as well. And I'm all for people being perfectionists. I am in my own right a perfectionist as well. I like things to be just so. But as I've got older, I've learnt that nothing is going to be perfect when you're at day one.
Yeah.
When I'm at day 565, if it's still as bad as day one,
then
give it away.
Give it away. Give it up. Move on.
You know, like, move on to something else. Stop putting so much energy into it.
Yeah.
And move on. But and I've used that philosophy throughout my crafting, and that's probably why I've chopped and changed, because I'm not good at everything. I'm certainly not good at cross stitching at the moment. Like, I wouldn't class myself as, you know.
But you get so many compliments. Like,
I do.
So you are good at it.
Yeah, I do enjoy doing it, and I don't get hung up on stuff. And people do compliment my work and my finishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't class myself as good. You know what I mean? But I'm learning, so I wouldn't class myself as I could stand there and go, you know what, you're doing it all wrong.
No, but that's different to, like, telling someone else how to do it is different to you, like, just looking at your work and what you've done and how long you've been doing it for. Yeah. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even really know what cross... I didn't know one cloth to another for, like, 3 months, 4 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, I only ever thought that there was Ada.
Well, that's what I was just going to say.
Or 40 count linen. I did know there was 40 count linen. I didn't know there was all the ones in between.
I just thought you did cross stitch on Ada.
Yeah.
That's all.
And most people do. So but that, like, the whole perfectionism thing, I mean, if that's what you want to do, but you can't sort of judge other people if they're not where you are either as well, like I think that's wrong as well. So there's a lot of things to, and that's another reason why I took myself out of the arena of judgment and all that sort of stuff, because it's just not worth the stress. I'd rather enjoy my craft. I enjoy crafting, I enjoy sewing, I enjoy quilting. Like, realistically, I haven't made a patchwork quilt, it'll be 3 years, maybe even 4 years, because I just got sick of people nitpicking. And I just thought, you know what, I'm not even going to open myself up to that anymore. And just, it's been 5 years since I put something into the show, that I do know. But I haven't made a patchwork quilt for myself. The blocks that I've been doing for Finisher Fridays is probably the closest, and the 100 blocks is the closest I've come to making a patchwork quilt, like for a bed. I've done like table runners and stuff like that, but not an actual quilt to the bed. So and that all comes just from, you know, like I'm nowhere near perfect. I can quilt until the cows come home. And quilting and patchworking are two different things.
Oh, yeah.
That my patchworking is a little much to be desired at sometimes because I make mistakes. And I'm happy to let some of those mistakes go. If I hold it up or put it on my design wall and step 3 meters back, if I can't see that mistake in an instant, then I leave it.
That's all good.
And I have managed to get a lot of perfectionists to calm down on because I mean, people, you're cutting up little pieces of fabric and you're sewing them back together. Sometimes they just don't go back. They just won't happen for you, and you might be out by a millimeter. And I have seen people get hung up on just a like seriously, you can't even see it. Not even a millimeter, like, and just because it just, and it's just like you're robbing yourself of the joy of patchwork. So yeah, but anyway, that's enough about that.
Yeah.
Right, so
what's your whips?
Oh, I thought you had more. Did you? No,
I don't have any more whips.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
It's my haul that I'm waiting.
Oh, that's what the pile is. I'm thinking, wow, she's been busy this week. Okay, so on Sunday, so enough about the perfectionism and all the rest of it. And so on Sunday we started our 12 days of Christmas sale, and we changed it up a little bit because yes, it was predominantly set out for cross stitching at first, but we changed it up a little bit and made it for stitching and sewing because my Facebook group is a multi-craft group. So we do have cross stitches and we do have patchworkers in there, and we have people that do both. We have some that just do cross stitch, some that just do quilting, then we have others that do bag making and only bag making. Then we have others that do bag making and cross stitching. So because we do have a multi-craft group and channel, I decided a last minute, I must say, it was
and I think it was a great idea.
Yeah, it was sort of last minute. I set the event up last week in the group and basically said it was open to anything Christmassy, whether it was Christmas gifts or whatever. They could do it. So we've had a lot of people participating, making baskets and bags and all sorts of gifts for their friends, and because it's a private group, they can share it there, and they're very excited about it. So it's really humming along in the group, which is good.
I'm loving everything that's popping up. It's really interesting to see.
On Instagram it seems to be just predominantly cross stitching.
Oh yeah.
We've had a couple of people put up, I think Marie, she's put up her stuff because she's on both Instagram, and Benita's also put up a in both, but she's doing they're both doing sewing. So most of the stuff on Instagram has been cross stitch. So I started on Sunday. I did do a little bit of stitching on Saturday. I'll cover that one because it's not much. On Saturday I did a little bit of stitching on me mother, mainly because I wanted to get my little stitchy room cleaned out. So I've got How to Be a Me Mother from Lizzie Kate, and I'm using the called for colours on that one, and I'm doing it on 28 count on tea-dyed. So last time you seen this, I had got Mean Mother finished, and I'd done the little border underneath it, and I had the never and the A done. So I got the rest of that sentence done, and now I've just got a couple of little motifs to put at the end, and then that line will be finished. I think there's little cookies and flowers or something. Yeah. Cookies and a little flowers. And then the next line is instead of a real meal, and there's an ice cream cone in that. But that's what I've got done on that one, and I'll probably do a little bit more on that on the weekend because I want to get that finished and out of my strawberry pouch. So yeah, so I've got not much but some, but getting my stitchy room cleaned out because it was Mia's toy room, and there was no playing of toys in there. She was just chucking stuff in there, so got it out. Alrighty, so then Sunday rolled around, and where is it hiding? So there it is. We started our 12 days of sale, and it's still going on, and it's not too late to join. Oh, I can't even pick that one up.
I was just watching you do that. It's like fingers aren't working.
Nails are a bit thick. So I started on Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks, and I started, of course, being a quilter, I started on Grandma's quilt. Okay, so I started this one, and I didn't work on this all day because I also had we had a visitor here on Sunday that come up from the Gold Coast, brought Brendan back from the Gold Coast, and he stayed the night, and we were sort of hanging out. Hadn't seen him in a long time, so we were sort of just hanging out. So I come out, do a few stitches, and then go back in, have a bit of a chit chat. So I started on that one, and I'm just going to hold it up against this, and I got all of that done on Sunday. So it was a pretty quick stitch.
Yeah.
I started about 7 o'clock. I think I put up the first post. I did about an hour waiting for them to wake up because they didn't get home until like 1:30. And then I sort of stitched it on and off until about 10 o'clock that night.
Yep.
So yeah. The fabric that I've used is Rustica. I finally found the name of it. It is an 18 count, and I don't know if you can see that on camera, but you can not really see the white around the outside. So what I'm going to do in that is I'm actually going to add some metallic thread into that just to give it a little bit of sparkle.
Make it pop a bit.
Yeah, so
hopefully.
these are going to be into ornaments, and so they're about 3.5 inches. So I don't know if you can see that or not. So just in here,
It's looking in like
in the camera, you
in
can
the
see it.
camera. It's a bit.
The lights are, like, you can see it when you look at it.
Yeah.
Like even from a distance, you can actually see it.
Yeah, I can see it good from back here.
Yeah, when you look
As
up
you hold
close,
that
you can't see it. But
It sort of blends.
it sort of blends. But there's a little square. I'll just show you the top of the chart. I'll just put this on the back. So I'll just show you the border that I'm talking about. So at the top of the chart there, you can see the pattern that we've got there. So there's a little gap in the in between the little crosses, and then there's a little gap between the crosses. There's a little dot. So what I'm going to do is in those gaps, I'm actually going to put the metallic in it between them. So then it's going to be a solid border. So I'm just changing it up. Sorry to Little House Needleworks, but I'm just changing the design up, mainly because it was my crappy choice in fabric. But and it's not that it's crappy choice, it's just the fabric that I wanted to use. I liked it because it had sort of a mottled look through it without having it tea dyed or anything like that. But I'm just going to do it on that, and that's what I'm going to do to fix the problem.
Yep.
So
and then it's personalised.
yeah, and I didn't use the call for colours on that either. I'm using Weeks Dye Works colours, and I'm just got the closest colours to it. So this is Pebble. I've got Coal, I think, Cayenne for the red, and it's as close as the colours I could get, and just the DMC white. That was the only one that I used that was on the chart. And
but then you needed the white anyway.
Yeah, and I think I like that green better, to be honest, than
the called for one.
the called for one. Was a little bit light. What was it?
Yes, I think we were talking about it.
It was called Weeping Willow, and you can see on the chart it's a nice variegation in it, but it's a little bit light.
And it's not, it doesn't remind you of Christmas.
Yeah,
whereas what you've
this
chosen
is a bit darker. I just like it better. It's more of a Christmas green than anything else. And I can't even remember what it's called. I think it's called something spruce. Blue spruce. Like, it's green, but it's called blue spruce.
Yeah, that's
That's a
confusing.
tree.
Oh, is it?
I think it's a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, that's okay then.
That makes sense. So I'm using that throughout the series now.
Yep.
Because I've got 9 of these charts. So I just thought, it works. So that was almost a finish. Like, I've only got the quilt part inside to do now.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Like, I've got all the borders
Because
done.
you've started the quilt.
And I didn't have to frog any out. Even though I was coming in and out to it, I did not make a mistake on the border. It all met up. Everything's fitted in there. So I was pretty happy about that, because I had to do that on the B one, remember? I had to pull out one side of the border because it was too close to the B.
Yes, you did too.
Yeah, so
I do remember that.
yeah, so that was all right. Now I can't get it back in.
Just leave it. Put it aside till later.
And then Tuesday rolled around, and I ended up starting this one. So I had a new start. Did I do anything on Monday? What did I do on Monday?
That's what I was just going to say. What happened on Monday?
Oh, this was Monday.
Oh.
Sorry, and then Monday rolled around.
Yes, it was Monday.
Yeah, this was Monday. Sorry, I'm just a bit lost on what I did. So it's called Perfect Stockings, and it is by Caroline Selden from Swallock Stitchery. And so I started doing that, not using the call for colours, just pulled stuff out of my stash, and that's how much I got done. So that was pretty good. So I made a pretty good
Yeah.
Because there's 4 stockings and then there's just, it says glad tidings down the bottom. Got a little bit of the cat to finish, but I've run out of that colour, so I've got to match that colour up a bit. If not, buy another piece in. But yeah, so that's going to be cute. That's going to be a little flat stand.
Oh, that'll look good.
Yeah, it's not going on the
actual tree.
No.
Yeah.
That's going on a flat stand, and it called for 30 count and 32 count natural Belfast linen from Zygarde. I did not have that, so I basically just used a 28 count and stuff that I had left over, cut off from other things.
But it looks good
I like
on
it.
that anyway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make that into a little flat stand to put on the buffet.
Yeah. Oh, that'll look good.
Yeah, and then last night I worked on a whip. So I didn't do a new start last night because we're recording this on Wednesday. And yeah, so basically on Tuesday night I ended up pulling out my Christmas traditions, which is this one here. And I'm working on page 2, which is this section just there. So I'm doing one of the angels there. So I've done part of the border, and I started on the angel's wing. So let's put that up behind it. So that's all I got done last night, which is not too bad because I got all that border finished on the second page and in the aqua, and I finished off some of that white bit. There was a couple of little bits of white that I had to finish off. I finished that off, and then I started on her wing.
Very good.
So yeah, so that'll be and that one's all finished now, that first page.
Awesome. It looks good.
Yeah, it's cute.
It is very cute.
It is very cute. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, so that's all coming along. So that gets put away now for another day. And that's it for my whips.
Okay. So what are you going to work on
today
for today's?
Okay, so my plans for today is I just pulled one out before, and I sort of just like, I've just been putting in and pulling out for the new starts. But I wanted to start this one. I actually wanted to start this on Monday, but I didn't think I had the right fabric for it. So I was going to swap something out, and then I just happened to look when Bec got here, and I found a piece of fabric. So I'm back on track again.
Yay.
So it's back out. So Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's List. So that is my start for today. I'm doing it on 28 count, so it's going to be slightly bigger than what this one is because it asks for 32 count. And I am not using the called for colors. Again, I went through all my week's dye works, and I'm using emerald for the green for the trees. I'm using whitewash, Turkish red, and chestnut for the brown. And that's all the colors that I needed. But against that fabric,
that'll look good.
Against that fabric, it's going to look lovely. So they're the colors that I've picked out, and it's very similar to the color that they've got in there. Maybe that's a little bit lighter. Originally I was going to use the same the Rustico, but then I decided against it because there's a lot of white in this, and
there's
I
more
thought
white in this one than
that one. So yeah, so anything that's got a lot of white I probably will just use. I'll tea dye something and darken the Rustico up and all the rest of it.
That's
but
a good idea.
for my ornaments at this point, the ones that I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it in that. So yeah, so that's my plan for today. So you'll see some progress pictures for that, but that won't happen until tonight because I got quilting to do. So yeah.
Oh, very good.
All right. So we might move on to the competition right now before we go into haul. Alrighty, so our competition that we've got running, and all you've got to do is leave a comment underneath the video, and that gets you an entry in, and it's open until next week. We will draw the winner on next Thursday.
Okay.
Or not next Thursday, but when we do the video. Alrighty, so we, in the spirit of Christmas for December, we actually have this chart going out to someone, and it comes with the embellishments, and also we're throwing in a calendar, and it is it's landscapes
of New Zealand.
Yeah, so not that I'm in New Zealand, but it was given to me by one of my suppliers, and I thought, well, that's a great giveaway for someone. So it's a 2020 calendar.
Yep.
And
ready for the new year.
Yeah, and you'll be able to write down all our sew-alongs that we have next year, and swaps and everything that we've got going on. So we do actually have a project bag swap going on while we're talking about swaps.
Oh yes.
That's on Instagram, so you'll be able to sign up for that. And the project bag is ones that I use. Where's my Christmas one? Can you pass me that? You got your strawberry one there? No?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So there's 2 different sizes. We've got a tutorial on our YouTube channel. And so this is the first one made with lace zippers, and you can make them bigger. You just got to find the bigger lace zippers. So this is good for your smaller projects. And then you've got the larger one here, which is just made with a regular zip, and there's tutorials for that. So these are the 2 different sorts of bags. It is an open swap, so that means that you will actually get to talk to your prospective your partner, and basically you can work out whether you're both going to do smalls, or whether your one partner wants of the duo wants a small one and the other one wants the large. You can do that as well. We just ask you to use our tutorial on YouTube, and that's the requirements. That's it, really. All the information you need there. If you go to our Instagram bio, that's yours. If you go to our Instagram bio, you will see a link tree there. You hit on that, and the swap sign up is just on that. So nice and easy.
Go and click over there.
Yeah, and it's open worldwide. So we are covering worldwide for this one. All right. So don't forget to also enter into our giveaway. Alrighty.
Haul. Who's ready?
Bec's excited. Go Bec.
Okay. Well, when we went downtown on Friday.
Yep.
We also went to the op shop.
Yes, we did.
And had a little bit of look-see, see what they had.
This was funny. I actually, Bex walked up, started looking. I walk up, and the first magazine I pull out is a cross-stitch one.
I know, and I was in the cross-stitch section, whereas you
I was in the sewing section.
Yeah, and they had this magazine. So I got that for 50 cents.
That's a bargain.
That was. So, I would like, I like dream catchers. Mm-hmm. I want to do that, but I'm just not sure. I don't know whether it'll come up different on.
So what did they use again? We did look at it.
We did look.
Here it is. Oh, look at that, opened up. Woohoo. Look at that go. So this is a closer picture of it.
Yep.
They've used the Rustico.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't appeal to me.
It looks like a white one, not a cream one. So that's the chart.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of information on that page. Must be all over here. Yeah, they used a 14 count Rustico Ada. And
in the wheat.
Yeah, in the
colour.
wheat, so it's a whitish sort of colour. Whereas the one I've got is like it's not the wheat.
No, because that's what I've got in
in yours.
my other kit.
Yeah.
What's that? In my other, that chart that it's kitted out already.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that is.
Is that the fox?
Yes, the fox.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. So, and I don't think 14 count. I don't know. I think.
No, I don't think 14 count.
Yeah, the picture just doesn't do it justice. You know how sometimes you look at a chart and the picture just does not do it justice?
Yeah.
This picture's not doing it justice.
No. But I would like to do it. But I'll just change it.
Yeah.
My fabric that
Yeah, see, look, from last week to this week, she's changing stuff up. I'm rubbing off on her, people. I'm rubbing off on her.
Slowly.
But yeah, like you've got to live with it.
In my house.
Yeah, it'd be in the garage sale before it knew it.
It would be. It'd be on buy, swap and sell.
So it just
doesn't suit.
Well, it's not huge either. Just looking at this here, it's only 15 inches by 13 inches on 14 count. So if you went up, like even if you used the darker Rustico like what I've got, and went up to 18 count, that will bring it down a little bit smaller.
Yeah, it'll be smaller.
And I think it'd give it a little bit more detail. A lot of backstitching and that, lovey.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. But see, like the white here is blending in too much.
Yeah, the white of the feathers is blending into
You'd have to, like you could still use the Rustico, but you could probably tea dye it to give it that, not for a long time though. Remember how we discussed the other day, just dip it in and then maybe dry it with the iron as opposed to baking it.
Yeah,
like let it dry naturally,
so
and then
it's more
smoother.
even-toned.
An even tone, like slight mottling, not heavy mottling.
Yeah.
So you could probably do that with it.
Yeah.
And then it'd look at, I think, I mean, there's nothing wrong with their design, but personally, I would prefer it.
The chart's fine.
Great. Yeah.
Just the choice of fabric is...
Yeah, I think it's too wishy-washy.
Yep. And the feathers blend.
Technical term for you. Wishy-washy.
The feathers are just blending too much. Like, and it's like you've got to look for them.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have a cross stitch where you've got to look for
the pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a beautiful design. I mean, I'd even do that. And I'm not into dream catchers at all, but I know that Neroli likes dream catchers, and Savannah doesn't mind them. Like it's not too bad, but you can see here that she's used a grey there to give some definition, and I think without the back stitching, you wouldn't see those feathers up the top at all. So yeah,
not at all.
On that, but I'm interested to see what you end up doing with that one. That's a pretty good one.
I'll have a think about that one.
Cool. So what else did you get?
So I have found something which I had forgotten to show.
Yeah. She got this ages ago.
So yes, that's the
You found it again because it went MIA for a little while, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It did, yeah. It went MIA for a little while and it's reappeared, so we're classing this as haul this week.
it's my haul from the past.
And did you bring your felt that I got you to go with it?
No.
Your grey felt that I got you last week.
It wasn't... Didn't we show that on the video? Last week's video?
I don't know.
That's why I didn't bring it, because I thought, we've already shown the felt.
No, I don't think we showed the felt.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay. That's all right. Yeah. So I got a piece of felt so she can finish the little piece down the bottom.
I'm going to start with one of the little ones.
So the little piece down the bottom.
Yeah.
Here, one or the other. So yeah, she's got some felt now to do that.
That's
awesome.
Right. So yes, that's where the bees are.
By
Prairie Schooler. I got that from Journey of a Stitcher.
Yep.
Over on Etsy. And then I also got this one. The Nutcracker.
Did you get this from?
Yeah, I got that from Nicole at Journey of a Stitcher as well.
So it's Country Cottage Needleworks and it's called the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like it. When I seen it, I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, she did.
Neroli's going to see the Nutcracker.
Again.
Not this Saturday, next. But see, there's the variegation, see?
Oh,
like some variegation. Yeah, variegation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but when we're talking about the overdyes, for those that have not used them before, you can see there's a little bit of variegation, gives a little bit of dimension, and some don't have very much variegation at all. It's very, very subtle.
But that one...
Yeah, whereas that one you can actually see quite well. Anything else, or is that it?
And also, I was over on Facebook on a Buy, Swap and Sell cross-stitch group.
Oh, okay.
And this popped up. Can you see that? It just caught my eye, and it's fully kitted out.
So it comes with everything.
So,
it's on 16 count Aida.
16 count Aida. It's called Fall Fairy.
Yep, and it's 16 count grey cotton. That's grey. That looks blue.
That's grey. I thought it was blue.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Apparently it's grey.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll believe them.
They say it's grey. I don't know, that looks blue to me.
Yeah.
Even the camera looks blue. But okay. So it's got beads and all sorts of stuff in it. So that's pretty cool. How much did you get that for?
I don't know.
What else did you buy?
No, I just got that one.
Yeah.
Because that's all she had that caught my attention.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have paid any more than $30 for it.
Okay.
Including my postage.
Yep, cool. Awesome.
Because I always check to see how much they retail for as well.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a bargain price compared to retail.
Yeah. I've never even looked at dimension stuff.
Haven't you?
No.
They've got quite a few things that I like. Yeah. But this fairy, she just...
Yeah.
I love all the colours in it.
Yeah.
Just caught my attention.
Cool.
And it was fully kitted out. I thought, oh well.
Yeah, well that's it. It makes it easier when they're fully kitted out. And especially for someone as yourself, you struggle with fabrics and the floss. The Flosstube, well, they give you a detailed what to use anyway. But
they do.
but when you struggle, it's easier just to grab a kit, and that's what works for you. That works for you.
Yeah, that's it. It works for me at the moment. Like trying to get started. At least I've got everything there, and I can just start it.
Yeah.
And not have to sit there and think, well, I've got to go, because we don't have much in town anyway.
No.
So.
And one of the main suppliers of DMC stuff is about to close. So
that's this weekend.
Yes. It is too.
Yeah.
Whoa. Can't forget about that. I've got to go down and kit out our ink tapestry.
Yes.
We've got to do that.
We'll go and do that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. So yeah, I might actually take a couple more down and kit them out.
Work out what else we need.
Yeah.
That's what I might do with some of my others that I'm struggling.
Yeah. She doesn't have fabric and stuff, but you mimay as well get the DMC.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Get it there while she's having her closing down sale.
Hopefully.
One and only sale of a lifetime.
Because the ink tapestry one I looked at, I was going to do it in the variegated. It's like what the chart's done in. Like they give you a DMC, but they also give you, I think it's Gentle Arts or Classic Colourworks. I can't remember.
I think it's Classic.
Either way, we pay a pretty penny here in Australia for those flossers, and it was going to be like $120
That's
or
right,
something.
you priced it all up, didn't you? And went, we'll just go with DMC.
I think I'll just use DMC, thanks.
We'll still like the look of it. That's it.
It's the pattern that I like. It wasn't. I didn't look at the variegation in it. It was the pattern that I liked.
No, I didn't even realise that it was variegated.
Yeah. So because I've got the Quaker Puzzle, I've got some Flourish ones. I've got that one, and
one more.
Oh, there's three Flourish ones. Actually, I can tell you exactly which ones I've got, and it's just at my feet.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's another one that I should have pulled out. And that one too.
Oh, look at that. Your haul's getting bigger.
Yeah. There you go. Just bear with me for a sec.
I was going to get that.
What?
That.
Where'd you see that?
On her website.
Whose?
Wild Violet.
Oh, okay.
There's something else there that I want to get. I think I want to get it first.
Yeah, I don't know about this. We'll see what that is. Oh, I need that out. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So sorry about the rustling. I've got them all in a big, large Ziploc bag. So
last minute conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got that one that I'll want to kit out. I've got that one. Then I've got Quaker Puzzle, Geometric Puzzle, and I've got Flourish. And that's it in those style. So
you might as well kit them all out.
Yeah, so well, it depends on money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because remember I'm self-employed, and when my business shuts over Christmas, I don't get paid.
Yes. So you've got that's Dido.
Yeah. Or Ditto. Ditto. I'd say.
Quaker Geometric Puzzle. That's cute.
Yeah. So
Enya, Dido, Enya.
Yeah, so
singers.
Yeah. So Sampler Cove, I've got those two there, so I'll kit those out, which they don't actually have a lot in them, and it's just two colours by the looks of it.
It looks like it, yeah.
So that's got a few more. That's got a variegated in it. That one's just got like two colours in it.
Like the burgundy and the gold.
And then there's the Quaker Puzzle, and it has alternative colourway provided, but this one doesn't actually have DMC. Oh yeah, DMC there. Does. Yeah. Yeah, so I might do that in DMC as well. That looks like it's done in DMC. Maybe not. I don't know, I can't see much variegation. So yeah, and then there's this one as well. So, and I don't know whether this actually has,
DMC.
Yep. So it has just DMC. So yeah, I'll get that kitted out. I'll have to write that list down. So I don't have to take the chart down then. So I'll get them kitted out on the weekend, because we've got a craft shop that's about to close down here, and it'll be pretty much the last time that we'll have a chance to get DMC.
Yeah, like Big W has it, but
it's not
their
a lot.
range is very limited. So it's just a small display.
I'll have to look at getting some in, I think. All right, so so that was
that was my haul.
Yep, that was your haul, and I've just expanded on my haul,
Yes,
and we were
you
just talking about the closing down. I think that's definitely the way to go. The ink tapestry is the only one I didn't show just then, but that's set aside over there. So get that sorted out, and we'll have that as haul next week, which is good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so on to my haul. I decided after seeing everybody working on Mill Hill, I've never done a Mill Hill before, so I decided that I would get a Tiny Treasure diamond, and it's a beaded kit. So it ends up being, the finished size is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is the one that I got to start me off. I just got one. It ended up costing me with postage like $30, which it's an expensive ornament. No one touch that one.
That one's going up the top, pride of the tree.
So I'm not going to start this like anytime soon, but I've got it there just to have a go at it. And I thought if I really like it, because I've never done beading or anything like that, or something like this before. I've done beading, but not something like this before. So I thought if I really like it, I might make a set, like get a set for the girls.
Oh yeah,
and give that to them for their Christmas tree. The next one, I went to Wild Violet Cross Stitch, and I didn't get this for free. I actually paid them some money for it.
Oh yeah. Because she doesn't have set prices. You offer a price.
Yeah. So
what you think it's worth.
Yeah. So I paid for this one, and that even though it says free, but I just think it's rude if you get it for free.
I wouldn't even consider offering nothing for it.
Oh, some people would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I seen this and I went, I have to have it. And I actually seen this on Two Martini Stitch Art. Yes, Erin, I've copied you again.
Erin, you have all the good stuff.
Yes, you're just making me spend my money. You enabler. So I got that, so I'm pretty excited to start that. I've just got to get the rings for it, and Erin actually had a link underneath her from Amazon, so I know what they are now, so I can maybe try and find some here. And then I again, Erin, you enabler, you. I seen that you were doing the Game of Swans, and so I had to go and get it. So and I got that from Journey of a Stitcher. So I went over to her website and I went, thank you very much, I'll take that.
I've looked at a few of the long dog samplers.
Yeah, so Erin's doing this as a long dog sow.
Yeah.
Which is an ongoing one.
Yep.
Carla Bean Crafty is also doing a long dog sow, but she's doing something else.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what she's doing off the top of my head, but Erin used it as homework because it had crowns in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for some of the groups that she's in, which I don't think I will join because I'm not good with homework. So I didn't worry about. I've sort of went over to have a bit of a look, but I think I'm going to give them a miss because they have like homework and stuff like that, and you get so it's big.
That's right, they earn points, don't they?
Yeah, and then there's other one, the School of Magical Stitch is where they read and watch movies and have to stitch, and then I don't have time to read. I suppose I could listen to an audiobook and stitch it. Yeah. So anyway, but anyway, I seen her working on this, and then I went and had a closer look at it, and I just had to get it. So yeah, that's the first time I've ever got a long dog sampler, and it's quite weighty. So I haven't actually opened it. I just popped it into my basket.
Oh.
And
how many pages?
Oh yeah. 9 pages. It has in it, plus the alphabet.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's 9 pages there. So, that's another big one.
That is.
I seem to like the big ones. It is 187 stitches by 251 here. I'm going to be there for a while. So, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to start that, but I just had to have it.
Yep.
It was one of those ones that I had to have.
Yeah.
So, I might get that kitted out as well. Just depends on how much her pricing is, and
because we don't know what sort of a sale
Yeah, because she's never had a sale before. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. So, yeah, I got that. And that's it for my haul. So, yeah, I only had one thing until I went looking in that basket. Now
Yeah. Lucky we were talking.
Yeah, fully. So, that's it for my haul. So, what plans do you have? Do you have any plans?
Stitching plans?
Yeah, stitching plans?
Yes. I'm going to try and just concentrate on my 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, because you're doing it different to me. I'm doing new starts, a combination of new starts and whips. So I have 2 whips and then I'll have 10 new starts. So that's why I've got so many different things going up. And I try to do a good 3 hours on the new starts, so I've got something substantial, not just a border, not just a little motif, not just 10 stitches. And technically I could get away with just doing 10 stitches and doing it, but I want to do like at least 3 hours.
Because you've got so many.
Yeah, and you're just doing one piece.
I'm just doing one piece.
Yeah.
So I want to try and get in, and I think I've got a bit of free time coming up. I've had all the appointments and stuff, and one appointment is not on next week, so that's, 3 hours basically of me time back.
Yeah.
So that's Monday. So
and then we've got school holidays.
And then school holidays, so yeah.
It frees you up heaps of time.
And then Kai's got a friend coming over Friday night, so they'll go do their thing.
Yeah.
Then we'll go down, go to the Mrs. Crittenden's sale.
Yeah.
And then
when's that? That starts that day, doesn't it?
That's Saturday.
Does it have a time?
I don't know.
I'll have to go and check the event.
Oh, that's right. There's an event. Is there? Yes,
Yeah.
we'll check that out.
Yeah, have to check it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So
what have you got planned?
I had a plan. My plan seems to have been shot out of the water.
Oh.
So as some of you might know, I am starting on the 1st. I'm doing 2 new starts on the 1st of January in 2 different time zones.
One with me.
So on the 1st of January in Australia, which we arrived to the new year before the rest of the world.
Yes.
That's Bec and I are doing ink tapestry. Tapestry by ink circles. Yeah, because the hashtag is ink tapestry. We've created an event and we're publicising it on Instagram, so you can join in if you want. And so I'm starting that on the 1st with Bec. Whether we're in the same room or not, I don't know, but
because that'll be the 1st of January, so I don't know.
Where are you?
I don't know where I am.
Oh, she might be here then.
I don't know. I don't know if I still have the kids then or not. It's because it's always around about like the New Year's period that they go.
Yeah. Well, if you've got the kids, we can always just have New Year's here.
Yeah.
And we can stitch.
Yep.
We can do that. Have a few drinks. Don't know how much stitching we'll get done, but anyway, or do some other craft. Maybe might be a better option. But anyway, we're going to start the ink circles tapestry on the 1st, and then the 1st of is going to roll around for the US, and Carla, being crafty, and I are starting a Haid. And our hashtag for that is, off the top of my head, I will put that down the bottom. I haven't got it in front of me, so without my notes in front of me, I don't know what they are. So I'll put that down here, and you'll be able to see that, and it'll also be linked up underneath.
Yep.
And so I was planning on doing this chart here, which is called Autumn Queen, and I ordered the kit basically because I'd never done a Haid before. I knew that there was going to be a lot of colours in it. There's 200 and something colours in it, 287 or something like that in it. So I'm like, I'm not going down to Mrs. Crittenden's to get that.
No.
I will just get them to kit it out. So I ordered the fabric kit, the flosses and everything from them as a birthday present for myself, and I ordered it on the 16th of September.
Yes, you did.
We are now in December. I have basically I don't think it's going to get here in time. So this week, after checking yet again, and it still hasn't moved in its notifications or anything like that. 2 weeks ago I sent a message, apparently it was getting sent off. It still hasn't moved, it still hasn't had anything done to it. It's still sitting there. I'm a lot disappointed. Not a little bit, I'm really disappointed, because when I ordered it, it actually said it was only 55 days turnaround for it. Even at working days, that still put it down to the end of November.
Yeah.
It hasn't moved at all 2 weeks ago they said it was just about ready to go. Still hasn't been sent. So obviously they're swamped and they're doing the best they can, but am I disappointed? Yes, I'm still disappointed. So I don't think it's going to arrive here in time, so I've put into action a plan B.
That's good.
So a couple of months ago they had a sale on Heaven and Earth Designs, and I got this chart here. It's called Hubble Bubble. It's very cute. I love it. We've had 3 cats similar to these. We've had Phoenix, Stripes, and Betty. Betty got hit by a car, or actually she didn't get hit by a car. She got done by the garbage truck. Stripes got bitten by a snake. That we had him out at Geelong. He got bitten by a snake protecting the girls. And Phoenix. We don't know what happened to Phoenix. She went missing with her sister Patch.
Yeah.
They
both disappeared at the same time.
They weren't in the pound or anywhere like that. They just disappeared. So, yeah, we don't know what happened to them, and that's only just been recently. So I got that, and in the hope that maybe Neroli might help me with it, or Savannah might help me with it. Maybe they can start down in one corner or something like that. So instead of kitting up the whole thing, I have purchased the fabric, which is the same fabric that I was going to use on the Autumn Queen. So I got 25 count easy count gridded fabric that's already gridded, because that's what people are recommending that you get. And so then I sat down and went through the first page, because I mean obviously I'm not going to get to the second page or anything, you know, like so I went
page by page.
Yeah, that's all you do. So I pulled out the first page, looked at all the symbols, matched all the threads to in the endless pages of threads, because it's a max colors and there's 232 colors in this. So instead of buying 232 colors, I just thought I would buy
the
20
ones for the first page.
Yeah, for the first page. So they are coming. They are on their way. They're being tracked. They left the other day. They've been paid for and done and dusted and in the mail.
And they're in the mail.
Yeah, they went
on their way.
They went on Monday.
Cool. So
yeah.
So you'll have that ready for your New Year's start.
Yes.
Very good.
So that's my plan B. Am I happy with my plan B? Not really.
Because you were really looking forward to your Autumn Queen.
So yeah.
Because you've been talking about it for ages. You were so excited when you ordered that.
Well, you know, like you go on what they say on the website and you think you've ordered in enough time. And I get that they're busy. I said that in the email that I said to them. You know, like I get that you're busy, but come on.
Yeah. Well, especially when they have this turnaround time.
Yeah, because we both looked at that not long after I ordered, and it said 55 days. I've subsequently gone on there this week. Last Thursday, maybe. I went onto the site to check. Instead of disappointing myself every single day, I only go on there once a week.
So you're only disappointed once a week?
Yeah, that's why I'm only disappointed once a week. And I checked, and the time frame has moved up to 85 days. Subsequently, mine should not have gone into the 85 days.
No, yours shouldn't have, because you ordered yours back in September.
It looks like it's gone into the 85 days.
Because it's been how many days now?
Well, 16th of September I ordered it.
Yeah.
We're now December. So yeah. So that's where we are with that. So unfortunately, I won't be starting if it arrives in time. If it by the grace of God it gets here, okay. By New Year's, then I will definitely start the Autumn Queen, and then I'll just slowly add flosses to Hubble Bubble, because Hubble Bubble was next on my list to do.
Yeah.
I've got 3 other cat ones as well to do.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to go in my stitchy room with my Quaker Halloween and my Ouija board. That's where they're going to get hung. They're just going to get framed.
Yep.
So yeah, so if it should happen to turn up, then I will start that on the 1st. But that's what I'm doing for my plans. So that's all I've got in planning at the moment to start. But we've got, as I said, we've got the swap that is set to go for 2020. We've got other things that we've got in place for next year. We've got our cross-stitch retreat. We've got lots of stuff coming for both sewing and cross-stitching.
Things happening.
Yeah. So it's going to be a very busy year. Beck's plan, I'm quitting on the 1st of January. I'm done.
Okay, right.
I don't rely on her to do any of it anyway. I do it all myself anyway, so it doesn't matter. She's just here for the ride.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's it. So she'll probably go, I'm out.
It's too much.
That's not too much at
I
all.
know. I'm just joking.
It's just planning. Gosh, it's not hard. It's execution that's the hard bit.
Yeah.
The planning's the easy bit.
Oh.
Alrighty, well that's it from us
That's
this
it.
week.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, that's
What else
it.
is
We're
to
all
do?
done. Yep, all plans are in place. Plan Bs have been moved forward. I've got me bundle of new starts. Like I've got all the new starts for the Christmas. That's a plan as well. So
Yep.
that's my bundle in my little bag that Jenny made me. And yeah, and I've got my start for today. So I'm all good. And you're.
I'm good, and I'm just going to continue on with my Christmas tree.
Yep, cool.
My holiday family tree.
Yep, cool.
So yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, well, thank you again for joining us today, and I hope you really enjoyed our video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that way you won't miss out on any chit-chat like this or tutorials or anything like that. And that's it.
Yep.
So we'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.